What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be talking about Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and just my first impressions. Now, this isn't going to be a review. I haven't finished the game. I've only put about 15 hours in, but I wanted to make a video about my impressions so far. Just also disclosure, I stopped playing Pokemon games at around Gen 2 and Gen 3, so this is my first Pokemon game in about 10 to 15 years. With that out of the way, let's get into my first impressions. Now, you're first introduced to this game through a very cute, chibi-like aesthetic which instantly won me over. I was a little on the fence about it when I first saw the trailer, but after seeing this art style fully realized and how colorful the world is within this style, I was immediately on board. There are some people out there who absolutely hate it, but shit, I mean, this is the cutest shit ever. Now, the story, I will keep this short, but as you play through the game, you do learn that the Team Galactic, basically this game's version of Team Rocket, are trying to awaken two mythical Pokemons called Dialga and Palkia, who control all of time and all of space respectively. Their plan is to awaken and control them so they can become the most powerful organization in the universe.
That is an Avengers level threat.
So, naturally, after having a really depressing conversation with your mum about how she's going to be forever alone because her 10-year-old daughter is going to abandon her to go catch Pokemon, you set out on your adventure to become the best Pokemon trainer the world has ever seen and put an end to Team Galactic's plans along the way. Onto the animation and the music. One of the biggest gripes people had with Sword and Shield were that the animations during battles were extremely stiff and came across as kinda lazy and unfinished. It felt phoned in. However, I noticed that with this game, there was a great increase in overall quality when it came to the animations themselves. When you defeat someone, that person doesn't just slide in awkwardly into frame and remain still. They are expressive, they're entirely animated, and they move, and it's such a subtle change that makes a world of difference. Even when your Pokemon attack, there are proper animations for every move. There's a build-up, you can see the Pokemon charging its power and you see the different particles depending on your attack. There's also impact and weight to each move. Again, small tweaks here and there which lends itself to the game feeling really polished and well refined. Unlike whatever this shit is. Now, the soundtrack and sound design in this game also feels like a massive improvement over past Pokemon games that I've played or games that I've watched other people play. This game is best played using headphones because there seems to be a massive emphasis on sound, and it really shows. The music, the Pokemon cries, the moves in battles, and just the overall ambience of your environments have all had their audio components updated and modernized. I mean, look at this improvement for the Jubilife City theme. Here is the original from the original games back in the day. And here's the updated version. Man, a Pokemon game has no right to slap this hard. Now, the game is still very much a Pokemon game through and through. You still do your battles, you collect the gym badges, you defeat the Elite Four, and you become a bad bitch. But that's not all that's in here. To me, this game really feels like a true attempt to reshape and refresh the franchise with other things to do. And when I say there's other things, I mean there are a lot of other things to do that will keep you busy. You can go into select rooms with strangers online or with your friends to battle and trade. There's also an entire network of underground mines to explore, which has got to be one of my favorite additions to any Pokemon game that I've played. It instantly doubles the size of the map to explore. There are rarer Pokemon down there. You can create your own secret base and customize that, and depending on what statues you put into your secret base, it will dictate what kind of Pokemon appear in the underground biomes, and you can even mine the walls for crystals and spheres. On top of that, there are ways to decorate your Pokeballs with stickers so that the animation changes when your Pokemon is sent out into battle. There are also fashion shows that judge your Pokemon on things like cuteness levels. There are also parks where you and your party of 6 Pokemon can all hang out, and the list just goes on and on. As you can see, there are so many things in this game to do. other than the main Pokemon tropes to keep you busy and invested throughout your entire play. On top of all of that, there are so many quality of life changes. Since this is a remake, there are opportunities to fix little grievances that have been plaguing the series, and that's exactly what this game has done here. Whether you're an extreme fan or just a casual player of the game, we can all appreciate the subtle yet effective quality of life changes that this game offers. No longer does a Pokemon need to become a HM slave. Moves like Cut, Surf, Fly, Rock Smash, etc. can just be requested in the open world, and a random Pokemon will appear and help you perform that action. This means that moves are freed up for Pokemon so you can create your perfect moveset without worrying about HMs. You also don't need to pick a particular Pokemon to take up a slot on your team just to be a HM slave. Another change is that you no longer have to go into your item bag to just get a Pokeball. In battle, you can just hit the X button, scroll to whatever Pokeball you want, and then throw it. It all happens on the surface. It's such a better way of doing things. If you've also registered a Pokemon in the Pokedex and it comes up against you in battle again, the game will actually tell you if your moves are now effective, super effective, or not very effective against it. So people like me, who stepped away from Pokemon a while ago, can still grasp what the hell is going on. One quality of life change that I don't see, which I desperately want them to introduce, is a way to turn off the tutorial. I'm not sure if this is in the newer games, but for 99% of the population out there, we have played a Pokemon game. We understand the concepts of how to catch, so it would be good to have an option to turn off all that introductory chat and tutorial chat just so we can get right into the game. Thankfully, this game's tutorial is quite short, so it's not too much of an annoyance, but it would be good to have the option to turn that off. Now, with all that being said, I have found, at least for my first 15 hours into the game, that this game is a little on the easier side. It has an XP share, so every single time you win a battle, XP is given to all of your Pokemon, and that cannot be turned off. This means that as you level your main Pokemon, the others are slowly catching up or are leveling at a very similar pace. If you've ever played a Pokemon game before, typically your main or your starter is very over leveled and everyone else falls behind. With this XP share, every Pokemon sort of keeps up, so you're naturally just over leveled just as you play the game. Depending on your starter that you pick as well will determine how difficult or how easy this game will be. For example, I picked Chimchar, which is a fire type and can also learn fighting moves. Through my learnings, Chimchar is apparently strong against 3 of the 8 gym leaders and 1 of the league members at the end, and is the only one out of the 3 starters that doesn't have a 4 times weakness to anything in the game. Apparently there aren't too many fire Pokemon in this game, so I think they really beefed up the fire Pokemon. Now, I guess if you are picking Chimchar at the start, I guess you can say that you're playing this game on easy mode. Here's why. The first gym leader is Rock. The second is Grass, both of which are extremely weak to either fire and fighting. So I blasted my way through the first 2 gyms, but it almost felt too quick. Like the game was just going too fast and I needed to pull back myself and slow it down. And as I said before, I also didn't grind either. I was just naturally over leveled just from playing the game and battling all of the trainers up to those gym battles. For veteran players, it might be a little bit too easy and it might be a little bit off-putting, especially since you cannot turn that XP share off. For casual fans, on the other hand, they will appreciate that there isn't a need to grind like the earlier games, and you can just better enjoy everything else that this game has to offer with the very little frustration of needing to grind. There are enough new things in this game to keep veteran Pokemon fans happy, but its barrier to entry is also low enough where fans who may have stepped away at Gen 2 or Gen 3 like I did, or people who have never played Pokemon before in their life, can get into this game without being overwhelmed. So my overall impressions of this game is that it's cute, it's fun, it's lighthearted, and at least for me, it has completely reinvigorated my love for the Pokemon games. It still is a Pokemon game at heart, and the changes in this game haven't completely revolutionized the franchise. However, there are enough changes to make you appreciate the attention to detail, and it communicates how much love and care were put into these remakes. I cannot wait to explore everything else that this game has to offer, and it has made me extremely pumped for Pokemon Legends Arceus. But guys, that's the video for today. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please go ahead and leave the video a like and sub to the channel. But let me know in the comments down below, have you picked up the game? Which one did you get? Did you get Diamond or Pearl, or did you end up getting both? And also, what starter Pokemon did you select? Let me know your answers to all those questions in the comments below, and let me know your thoughts on these remakes. As always guys, take care and stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.